If you are just tuning in, of course, you know the drill. Definitely let me know where you're tuning in from and all of the things. Yesterday, we had so much fun talking about lavender. So it is the focus for the entire week on these daily lives. And I've got lots of stuff that we're going to talk about today when it comes to lavender. Who would have thought that there is so much to learn about such a fantastic fragrance and so many benefits. I know I have really truly learned a lot. There we are. We're linked up to the Book of Faces. It looks like I've got hello Kirsten, how are you? Hi Marie. It looks like I've got all the platforms linked up and we are good. Will we get Insta? Cool. Fantastic. So welcome on in. Good to see everyone. If you are brand new, let us know in the comments. We would love to hear from you. As always, afternoon from Indiana, says Julie. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Kim. There are some of my Facebook friends. It's good to see everybody today. It's going to be a great day. Like I said, yesterday, we opened up the entire campaign for the week, for this week, and it's a kind of a lavender focus. We're trying something different, something fun here at Pink Zebra Home, while completely encompassing our moms. The month of May, that is exactly the focus that we are gearing towards is moms. And I can't believe that as a mom myself that we are almost to the end of April, right? Which means that the end of the school year is right around the corner. So I just can't, I just don't know where time goes sometimes, it gets away from me, but I just was thinking like all of the things that I have to do in the month of May prior to my children being done with school. And it's kind of overwhelming. It's just crazy. It does go by so fast, but it's wonderful, right? So here we are at the end of April. Mother's Day is less than 2 weeks away. Hi, Laura. Hi, Tanya. How's everybody doing today? What are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments what you're doing today. We are talking about how fast time flies. And as moms, definitely not to say that dads don't experience this too, but there's a lot of things that have to be put into place prior to these kids getting out of school. And I feel like that is, we are tapping at that door. I think my kids are done on the 23rd, I think, of May, which is so fast, it's coming up so fast. It's a gardening day. That's exciting. Wow, what are you planting? So fun. I know. Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing? Hi, Kara. Hi, Laura. Good to see everybody today. So in case you missed it yesterday, I want to do kind of a recap. We're going to do this every day this week. We have a focus this week on the amazing fragrance lavender and how it does so much for us. And what I did yesterday is I kind of, opened up the gates and talking about lavender and all the benefits to it. And I'm going to kind of go back and forth. We're going to continue to talk on that all week. The benefits to using lavender and in different formats that we are able to use it in. I know for me, it's definitely a relaxing fragrance, and it does so much more for my mood. I mainly use it at nighttime. It's kind of like a nighttime relaxer. I'm not sure if Wonderful Blends I'm glad that you guys love them. I know there's some really good blends on there. I love lavender too. I love it so much. But really what we want to get across, and what I think I kind of introduced yesterday, is that when you purchase a fragrance like lavender from Pink Zebra, that there's a true purpose behind purchasing that exact fragrance, if that makes sense. So I gave yesterday some tips and tricks, or not necessarily tips and tricks, but some actual facts about lavender, about using lavender in your home, using it in multiple ways to use it. So let's kind of dig on in, dive on in to some of that and get going as well. Good to see you. If you are new or just tuning in, definitely let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from, as always. It looks like we've got a lot of people over on the Book of Faces wanting to know. Victoria says, I really like lavender. It helps me relax around nighttime. Yes, it is. it is one of those fragrances. Maybe if you are tuning in yesterday, I know I asked the question, you know, how do you use lavender the most? Lavender, what is it in what ways do you like to use lavender? Maybe you can answer that question for me in the comments while I'm talking about some of that. So I wanted, if you weren't on yesterday, I do want to give you some of the facts that I pulled up about lavender. I am looking over my right shoulder. So, you know, of course, yesterday I said that it originated in the Mediterranean region, and probably the most mind-blowing fact that I found from my research was that we've been using it over 2,500 years, which is crazy. So that's definitely says that, you know, it's been around for a long time, right? Yes, it helps you sleep. It helps so much. It's definitely a fantastic, yes. You have the middle one. Oh, we're already talking about products. I know you guys are great. I love it. So I also talked about Queen Elizabeth used it to scent her clothing. It's just definitely one of those fantastic fragrances. It's the scent of luxury, right? There's over 450 varieties. Sherry says I put both afternoon nap and nighttime bath in our guest bedroom this morning and they smell amazing. Good to hear. Good to hear. I like to wash all of my bed linens in lavender vanilla to help folks relax and sleep on. Yes, Kara. And there is so much truth to that. So much truth to that. It definitely does help you relax of an evening. So I did, I'll probably pop in and out of some of those facts for you all as we go throughout the week and so forth. And then of course at the end, if we have time to kind of dive into some more of those fragrances and sprinkle formats. I know you guys love sprinkle recipes. We'll definitely do that as well. So if, you know, just so everybody knows, we're really talking about and diving into lavender this week. Yesterday, I explained that it's big into anxiety and stress reduction, right? Which I feel like is huge. I talked about my experience, and I know a lot of you had that as well in a spa. I always choose lavender whenever I get any kind of spa treatment because I feel like it just takes my level down. And it's proof that it does that, right? Anti-anxiety effects, all of the things. They take lavender and they actually infuse it as you're relaxing to get you ready for the massage or whatever it is, the facial, whatever you're about to experience, and they have you smell it, right? If you guys have had a massage before, you know that's what they do. It is, yeah, it's wonderful. So, oh, thank you, Kim. This is actually a dress, but thank you. Thank you. All right. So, I had somebody already mention this for today. Lavender is commonly used for its sedative effects. So like what I just said, right? Lots of sleep studies done on lavender. And I know Kara was saying she washes her bed linens and such in that. Multiple studies, including one published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, found that lavender aromatherapy improves sleep quality, particularly in people with mild insomnia and postpartum women. It's also believed to increase slow wave sleep, the deep restorative phase of the sleep cycle that we all know. That's like when you get up the next day and you're like, you know that you slept really well, is that deep sleep cycle that we all kind of seek out, right? That I think they call that REM sleep, right? Am I right on that? I think that's what that's called.
Yeah.
Yes. So Patsy, good morning, Miss Patsy. Hi, Kara. Good to see you too. Hi, everybody. Yay. Good stuff. Yes, and it does make a huge difference. It definitely does. So, all right. So what I kind of wanted to do today is and again, I'm going to give you more facts as we kind of dive in, but I wanted to talk about, you know, of course, we're focused on moms and how moms can utilize our products in their homes, and lavender, of course, lavender products, and how I feel like as moms, we all need that. Like we all need that relaxation, that de-stress, that anti-anxiety, whatever the case is, especially like I said, you know, we're getting ready to let the kids out of school, and you know, that just raises a whole nother level because then they're home and they need things to do. And let's just not even talk about the fact that my grocery bill tends to like triple in the summertime. I'm not exactly sure why they eat more, but they do, right? So all the things, right? And as moms, we need that. So let's talk about one of my actual favorite product that we have today. The focus is on diffuser oil, right? And I absolutely love it. You guys know that I talk about all the time. Diffuser oil truly has my heart. So what this is, and I grabbed a whole bunch of different fragrances that have lavender in them, either that or mixed really well with lavender. And I'm going to talk about the different products that we have that we utilize the diffuser oil in, and even do some blending today for y'all to do. So yes, I love the oils too. Maybe as we are talking and we're live, drop what your favorite diffuser oil is in the comments, just so that I know kind of who I'm talking to. Like, maybe let me know if you have a favorite blend that you do, all of the things. So drop that down in the comments today, and let's get going. So, all right. So this the first oil that I have that we're going to talk on, and again, this is diffuser oil. Let's talk about the different fragrances that have lavender. So it looks like right now I have two main fragrances. So again, diffuser oil is an amazing fragrance, our amazing fragrance line, liquid fragrance line that we utilize to fragrance your home in either a reed diffuser, which I have several of those. Ultrasonics, wall hugs are my absolute favorite. So there's multiple ways to use this product. So I want you to think liquid fragrance line, okay? And so there's also all kinds of ways in addition to actually other ways that I don't even have here that we're going to talk about too. So the first fragrance that I have is French lavender. This has, your front note on this one is lavender followed by white oud and then chamomile. This is going to be one of those fragrances that I feel like it's a really strong lavender. Yesterday I gave you, there were two types, I believe, of lavender. I think that's not on my board. It was, yesterday I gave this. Let's see. I want to give you this again because it was really good. Of course, I'm probably not going to be able to find it. But it basically like narrowed it down to the two different types of lavender that we have. Maybe it was on my board. Bear with me for a second. I want to tell you. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you have, of those 45 known species of lavender, 450 varieties, your most common forms is the English lavender and then the hybrid lavender. I feel like this is more of a hybrid lavender. This is a stronger lavender in that format. So like when I smell this French lavender, and I know a lot of you have probably smelled it. If you have, let me know in the comments. It's just a really intense lavender. It's fantastic, right? It's pretty true to the actual lavender fragrance. Whereas this fragrance, this is Relaxed Lavender Vanilla, has notes of lavender blossom, creamy vanilla, and white woods. A little lighter probably than the French lavender. The two of these could be combined. And what I mean by that is that here at Pink Zebra Home, we encourage blending your own fragrances. That you can blend your sprinkles, right? So yesterday we had a whole entire show devoted to making sprinkle blends. I'm not sure if you guys knew, but you could actually blend your oils, right? So if I wanted to take the two of these oils, they would probably blend very well together. And I'm going to give you some suggestions for recipes on those two after a while here. It looks like somebody said I diffused that one in my son's room and it's the best lavender. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I have limoncello going on right now. Pat says it's a wonderful one. Vibrant Blooms, definitely a wonderful one. Yes, they are all incredible. I agree with you. I love the diffuser oils for so many different reasons, but if I had to pick one, I don't even know if I could pick a certain scent, right? Because we talked yesterday about your different spaces and where you would put different fragrances. Lavender is one that I feel like I probably put in the bedroom more than anything. So definitely those two different fragrances are what are going to be like the basis of our blends today. So the diffuser oils are fantastic for multiple reasons though, because like I said, you can use different vessels to diffuse your actual fragrance. Here too in front of me, and these are just some of the ones that I grabbed. White Iris, this made an appearance on a Vault show. Fantastic scent. Iris petals, white tea, and orris. I have here Cool Cotton, Lily Sprigs, Spring Clover, and Anjou Pear. And then the ones in the back I have are probably, well, with the exception of Limoncello Cupcakes, are more what I consider fresh fragrances, right? So fresh, bright fragrances. Simply Lemon is probably the freshest, brightest fragrance that we have that resembles clean to me. You have Meyer Lemon, Sparkling Citrus, and Clean Burst. Very fantastic fragrance. Hi, Carmen. We also have some Fresh Air Care Plus. Love this one for multiple reasons. This is great. It's an odor neutralizer. So for those of you that are looking to take out the odor that's in the air, moms, we always have to do that too, right? Definitely embrace all of that. Laundry Fresh. So I had a lot of you saying that, you know, you launder your sheets in lavender. This would be a fantastic fragrance to utilize maybe on our wool dryer balls, right? I didn't bring any of those today, but definitely something to consider too. Okay. And then I also have, I think I'm okay. Thank you. Luxe Comfort. So cashmere, vanilla, creamy sandalwood, and sage. Right. So that's that last fragrance. This Luxe Comfort, I think, is it's one of my favorites, hands down, but it's going to mix so beautifully with lavender, right? So many things. So all the things. If I am freezing on TikTok, yesterday we were having some issues, so just go out. It looks good on my end. So go out and come back in and see if it's better. Okay, good. See if it works. Hi, Tiffany Kester. How are you? Good to see you. How's everybody doing? It looks like I've still got a lot of you. Hi, Paul. Yeah, Air Care is fantastic fragrance line. Love it. And then lastly, I have, I actually wanted to give you guys a size comparison. So this is also a 16-ounce bottle of our diffuser oil versus a little guy. This is a 3.75 ounce. I buy mine like this because I'm obsessed and I want to save a little bit of money, right? So if you're somebody that wants to save a lot of money and you know that you're going to use it a lot, it's always best to buy it in a 16-ounce bottle. Okay. All right. So let's do some blending with that. And if you guys have a good blend that you use or that you utilize a lot, maybe drop that down in the comments too. You're getting some storms in Ohio. Oh no. I think it's kind of hitting that way, definitely all the way across the board. I hope you stay safe for sure. So let's start off strong with, let's talk about our reed diffusers first. Okay, so I have some different reed diffusers here in front of me. And you know, what I think I like about all of our reed diffusers is that this is what I like to call an effortless way to fragrance your space, right? And so, like I said, our diffuser oil can be blended to customize your own fragrance. So what we would do is we're going to take out some of these lavender scents. So I'm going to start off with the French lavender. And again, you know, so many different ways to utilize the diffuser oil. I'm just going to give you a few of them and tell you why I would use it and what room I necessarily. I need Vanilla Rose back. Oh, a woman after my heart. I promise to never take it for granted, girl. I know, isn't it fantastic? It is so good. All right, so we're going to start off with French lavender, and I'm going to make a blend with that. I would say this is a kitchen stoneware pitcher. Does anyone have this in the comments? You like to blend the oils? Yeah, I do too, Laura. That's one of my favorite things to do. All right, so let's start off with a little bit of French lavender on our reeds. Okay, with this, this is a pretty straightforward way to utilize this product. Effortless is what I like to call it. We're going to do like 3 or 4 squirts of our French lavender oil, right? We're looking to fragrance our space with the reed diffusers. And then I'm going to come in, I think this would be more of a kitchen fragrance is where I would put this one, with some of this Simply Lemon. If you guys have smelled this before, you know how wonderful it is. It reminds me of Clean House. Anytime that I can mix lemon and lavender, I do it. That is my favorite blend to do with lavender, and I think it's because it just has it's the perfect pizzazz of fresh. Definitely wonderful, and it gives you all of that just Clean House vibes. So with the reeds, what you're gonna do is you're gonna let that soak in for just a little bit. You could instantly flip them if you choose, but the fragrance will emit through the reeds and actually fill a room. But I would put this in a corner of a kitchen, but it's gonna, like, being that I utilized lavender in this, again, it's gonna give you that calming fragrance, right? So it's going to give you that that sense of calm that we all absolutely love. Yes, I love Simply Lemon too. It's my favorite, definitely. So while we're on here, we're talking about lavender today and the different types. Oh, I did want to give you guys 3 different types of lavender fragrances. So I'm going to try to say these. Bear with me here. So my first one is probably easiest for me to just give you. This is the English version, but English lavender, okay, is going to have different fragrance notes in it. So your English lavender is sweet, floral, and then slightly herbaceous, right? So probably some of you are really familiar with the English lavender. I think it's a little bit lighter. Hey, hi Christina, how are you today? French lavender is what I was just in. We were just speaking of this. Rich, very rich. A camphor-like scent, and it's a lot stronger. Probably a lot stronger than any of the other fragrances of lavender. Hold tight just a second. I gotta click something. Hold on just a minute. There we go. And then last, I had never even heard of this fragrance, this type of lavender, spike lavender, right? So it's very sharp, camphorous aroma, and then more medicinal. Now, when you say medicinal, I know we all think, as far as medicinal, like I think I would know what that would smell like. I would personally feel like I would be more drawn to either the English or the French to use in my space, but I wouldn't be opposed to using the other forms, right? So I think too, typically when I've received lavender, I want to say that it's been more French lavender, because we were talking yesterday about different ways to hang it around your house. Put it in sachet bags, like if you actually get the lavender. I've done that before with it. It's just so fantastic. But what I think I love the most about it and what Pink Zebra offers is that we have lavender and we have multiple ways for you to utilize it, right? So which is really what we're doing today. What's the best one for pets? Like the best lavender for pets, Kayla? Is that what you're asking? The best lavender fragrance? Good. Is that just for clarification? Ask away. As always too, anytime that you guys have a question, feel free to always ask on these lives. This is kind of where we learn, right? The oat milk softens the French lavender. Ooh, okay, Kara. I don't know if I grabbed oat milk. That sounds interesting. Let me see here. Hold tight. I don't think I grabbed the oat milk, but or in the oil, but I'm interested to try that. That definitely sounds really fantastic. So that oat milk and almond and oat milk and almond blossom, oat milk and almond blossom would be fantastic with probably the French lavender together in the sprinkle format too. Definitely so fun. Good. All right. So 3 different types of lavender fragrances, just so you know kind of what you're working with. But the one that I just gave you today, or just now, was French lavender, and I just did a blend. So let's flip our reeds. I've been standing here yapping and talking. That's what you're playing around with. I love it. Okay, we're going to turn these reeds. If you guys have ever used one of these before, you know they're wonderful. Kara said I would put this reed diffuser as a centerpiece of a round tray with a plant and seasonal figurines in my kitchen island. I love that. And then there would be instant serenity, Kara, right? Oh, yeah. All right, so this is wonderful. So this is actually the one from my office. So this is now, I'm going to have lavender in my office space. Yesterday, we talked about that, about how it's so important. I would personally I wouldn't put something over aggressive in my office. I would put something more like lavender. I think I did a blend yesterday and talked about that, Okay, so I think somebody was asking which one is the best lavender for pets. If you're looking for like odor removing, or are you, I guess I don't think that we have a said oil. If you're talking about oil or said fragrance that would be best for pets, all of our products are, pet friendly. So hopefully that answers your question. I guess it's just personal preference. I know, for me, I like it, our air care line for my dogs and such. But today the focus is more like, on the lavender, fragrance or whatever, but definitely odor removing and one that wouldn't irritate the pets. What kind of pets do you have, Miss Kayla? And I think if you're looking for odor removing, I would suggest, and you know what, we could do this. Let's do this here. I'm going to pull out another reed diffuser. I'm going to give you an odor eliminating. This one is one of my favorites. We launched this one in April. This is called I want to say the Blue Waves, Wavy reed diffuser, Wavy. I completely forgot the name of it. Wavy, Blue Waves, Wavy something. Wavy, forgive me. I forgot it. Blue Wavy reed diffuser. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to give you a good fragrance blend that would do exactly what it is that you're looking for. So let's do this. So we're going to blend in this guy. And this is my absolute favorite. So I think I'm going to stick with, I'm going to stick with this French lavender here to do this blend. So I'm going to start with French lavender. Again, I would have no problems using this. I have 2 English Bulldogs and they have no problems with our products. So I would do that. You have a puppy. Oh, that's awesome. And then I pulled out Fresh Air Care, and there's a reason, Fresh Air Care Plus. There's a reason I pulled Fresh Air Care is because it is odor eliminating, right? So I'm going to use a little bit of both of those, and we're going to create a fragrance blend. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pour in some French lavender, and then I'm going to pour in some of this Fresh Air Care Plus. And what that's going to do, mixing the two of those, I think it's going to be fantastic. You're going to have the softness of the chamomile at the tail end of that. And you're also going to have a little bit of the odor eliminating, but the fresh breeze and the Fresh Air Care. That's going to be a really pretty blend that I think would probably work for those of you that are looking to take out, pet odors and such. I'm a mom to 2 boys, right? I have a 16-year-old and I have a 12-year-old, but we also have 2 Bulldogs that I talk about all the time. Those are also my kids, right? And you love them. We love pets. But what I love about, being a dog mom is that I need to use Pink Zebra, right? I need to use home fragrance because they have their own smells. All right. So Miss Kayla, that's an awesome question, right? So if you're interested in anything that I'm talking about today, the easiest way to order any of this would be to go to pinkzebrahomes.com. And you can actually watch and shop with me at the same time, right? Log into your account and away you go. So that's exactly where you're going to go. Okay. All right. Just making sure. Do I have anyone that's brand new to Pink Zebra today that is on? I didn't take my shoes off today, so I'm extra tall. If you are brand new, let me know in the comments. I always love hearing from y'all. So definitely. Okay. So with this fragrance, this is a good blend for dogs. We have so many products that are on the website, Miss Kayla. So definitely take a look at that. I'm going to talk about everything today. So, you're in for a treat. All right. So we could spin our reeds just like I did with the other. That's really, really pretty. I like that one. That's a good blend. That's one I would wholeheartedly use. Definitely wonderful. All right. So we're going to continue on with reed diffusers. I have one more gorgeous little reed diffuser that is here that I want to talk about. Another way to utilize this. You know what? When I see this, I instantly think Mother's Day, friends. And Mother's Day is right around the corner. So definitely one of those that if you need a Mother's Day gift, lots of good stuff. I've been following for a while, but I never got the chance to actually check y'all out. Oh, I'm a mom of a 10-month-old and I never have time. Oh my goodness. Well, that is so cool. We're actually really embracing moms this month, Kayla. So we welcome on in. We are so happy to have you and all of you. Definitely. I'm live every single day, Monday through Friday. So always tune in and ask questions, but take a look at that where I said to go. And you can actually watch and shop on the pinkzebrahome.com, which is a great way. So, and I'll be able to see if you do hop over to the pinkzebrahome.com, I'll be able to see you comment on that. So do comment over there if you're able to watch. So, hi Melinda, how are you? Good to see you today. Hi Jacob. Hello Carol, how are you? You just signed up. Welcome Angela. That's so good to have you. Yes, I love this one. Kara, this is one of my absolute favorites. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. Definitely so pretty. So just another way, definitely if you're thinking about mom, my mother is 98 years old. Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. Right. So definitely one that you need to grab and so forth. All right. So let's continue on down. We're going to continue to talk about some other fragrances. Today's focus is really truly on lavender. But I want to talk about the diffusers now. So there's some different ways to utilize our products, you know, and as a mama, I love that, right? I love having options. I love having ways to fragrance my spaces and all of the things. I want to introduce to you the Wall Hug, and why I love this is that it is a powerhouse. And what I mean by powerhouse, it is fantastic. It's a fantastic product. This has an on-off switch on the bottom. It has a night light. You put your diffuser oil in the glass part right here where it's embossed. The A is embossed. That's where you're going to fill it up. And then it's going to scent your space. I love the Wall Hugs because I feel like they add that pop of fragrance in places that I typically may not want to put candle wax. And it's just another way to fragrance my space. You can mix as well within the Wall Hug, so we could totally do a blend. I'm going to do something with this Relax Lavender Vanilla. I've been talking a lot about lavender. Lavender's been the focus for the week. This is what I think I would put in this Wall Hug. This would be going in a bedroom, right? Someplace that I want maybe a night light, whatever the case is. So we're going to take a little bit of this Lavender Vanilla, Relax Lavender Vanilla, and I'm going to pair it up. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to pair it up with a little bit of this Luxe Comfort. Friends, this is one of my favorites. So this has got your Cashmere Vanilla as your front note, followed by Creamy Sandalwood and Sage. All right, so let's go ahead and we're just going to add in, I'm going to do one at a time. So when you pour your diffuser oil in, you always want to take your glass part out, and you want to make sure that it's open too. So hold tight. I don't think I opened this one. I don't think I did. Nope. It's not going to work, you guys, unless you open it, right? It's definitely not going to work. Oh, we're talking about fragrances over there. I see some of you commenting. All right. So Taryn says, I heard about you guys before, and I'm glad you guys came out with essential oils and rediffusers and oil. Yes. Well, thank you for tuning in today, Taryn. All right. So we're going to add a little bit of this Relaxed Lavender Vanilla. Right, and then I'm going to come in strong with one of my favorites. This is Luxe Comfort. I love this one so much. It's one of my favorite fragrances that we have, right? And so, again, this is a Wall Hug, and I just think that having multiple ways to fragrance your house, you're going to flip your on-off on the bottom here, and definitely ways, let's see here, to blend your own. Hi, Kim. How are you today? Good to see you today. All right, so then this is just going to blend. The oils are going to blend in the glass vessel, right? And they're going to make their own fragrance just as they are. Ooh, yeah, that's really pretty. All right, so that's a really good blend. You could call that sleepy time, right? Whatever you wanted to call it. I think honestly, I think this would be really good in a hallway. When my kids were little, they would get up, all the time in the middle of the night. And they would, having a nightlight in the hallway was always something that I felt like I needed. And the time when, I joined Pink Zebra, my youngest actually, he was 6 months old. So we did have these after a while. I can't remember when that originated. I think he was maybe 3 or 4 years old when this came out, but it's fantastic for that purpose, right? So, as a mom, I put it in my hallway, right? So the kids could see down their way down the hall. Hi, Kayla, you made it over there. Wonderful. Awesome. Hey, Shayna. How's everybody doing? Good. We're talking on lavender today. Again, this is Lavender Week. Lots of good stuff coming down the pipeline for Lavender Week. So, I want to pull this guy in too because I definitely don't want you guys to forget this. We were speaking of moms a lot. We're going to be talking about that. Yesterday I introduced that, this simmer pot. This is the Mother's Day bundle that I feel like is still available, of course, on the website. So don't sleep on that. That's a gorgeous blend in there. So if you're looking to buy something for mom for Mother's Day, that's perfect, right? It would be perfect. The Woolies. Oh, I love the Woolies too. Aren't they cute? They were so cute. All right, so Wall Hugs. That is my favorite product, hands down. I have 6 of those in my home. And what I love about them is they are a beautiful complement to the other products that Pink Zebra has and offers. So if I feel like my sprinkles are maybe needing to be changed out, sometimes the Wall Hugs come in and they hit a home run, not sometimes, all the time. And they offer up a different fragrance, right? So it's like I said, it's that pop of fragrance. Look at this too. We have different covers that are on the website that you could actually purchase, right? that fit right over the top of that. So if I wanted to add some decor, isn't that gorgeous? Love that one so much. Right? So there's a few different choices that you could do as well. Yes, I got that bundle and I love it. You're probably talking about the Mother's Day bundle, aren't you, Miss Cindy? Definitely wonderful. So don't forget about mom, right? Definitely don't forget about mom. All right. I'm going to move this guy down and I want to talk about another way to use diffuser oils. One of my favorites. Okay. So this, I want to introduce to you the ultrasonic diffuser. So this guy actually came out. This is beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. One of my absolute favorites that we have here at Pink Zebra Home, Starburst, 3D Starburst, gorgeous. How this works is this is, again, going to diffuse the oil. So this part here is glass, okay? That comes off. I'm actually going to shut the lights off here in a little bit so you guys can see what it looks like with the lights turned off. But this plastic part that is right here comes off as well. Okay, and then you have water that goes into the basin that is here. It looks like I have a little bit of water. I'm going to add a little bit more so you guys can see just kind of how this works. So you're going to actually add it to where close to where the max fill line is. This is called a mini ultrasonic diffuser. So what it does, I want you to think of your spaces that you would use it, like basically where, I think of places in my home, like I have one of these in my entryway that I like the ambiance on it, where I like to diffuse the oil. I mean, it really, wherever you want to put it. I know a lot of you actually love this product just as much, if not more than the others. And that's the beautiful thing about Pink Zebra is that you have the option to choose, right? All right, so let's do something laundry-ish. We could do anything with this. I'm going to pull in, this is Laundry Fresh. And let's say I wanted to pull in a little bit of, let's do some lavender vanilla with this one. All right, so we're going to do a mixture of this. This is going to be more of a laundry or maybe just a fresh vibe is what this is going to give me. And again, you could, it's like 2 to 3 drops of the diffuser oil goes in your ultrasonic. I just did a blend, right? Call it whatever you want. And then we're going to set the top back on here. If you have this, let me know in the comments because you know how pretty it is. If you have this one, this is actually a stunning piece here. Okay, like I said, this is so pretty. So we're going to turn it on and then I'm going to let it mist. Okay, and you can see it. I'm going to shut off the lights so y'all could see the colors. What I love about this, again, I'm diffusing the oil in that. Okay, and I'm going to give it another, I'm going to shut off the main light so you guys can see it here. Hold on just a minute. There we go. I hope it's showing up. Let's see if it shows up. Kind of is, isn't it? We have the overhead lights still on and such. I guess I could shut off those. Can you guys see it? And it is really steaming. Definitely, it's so pretty in the dark. Yes. All right, do y'all want me to go shut the lights off or can you see it? It does filter through 7 different colors. And then it has different switches and such that you can turn it on and off with. Definitely a beautiful, probably one of the prettiest diffusers, ultrasonic diffuser that we ever have had out. And it's coming through right now. It's filtering through the different colors that we had. This has been the most popular that we've ever had. Definitely wonderful. I brought it to work, but it's too bright. It's too bright for you to see. Yeah. If I were to shut off the lights, I'm not going to do that because then I'm right now I'm alone in here. But if I shut off the lights and you get definitely a different vibe with it, we need to switch over here. They should put one over here for me. I should put that on the must-have list, right? Definitely. So I'm diffusing right now Relaxed Lavender Vanilla and Laundry Fresh in my ultrasonic, and it smells so good, right? So, keeping up with the lavender theme, right? When I'm using it like this, like I said, I feel like using the oil gives me more of the vibe that I was looking for is more of the relaxation. Like when I look at this is relaxing, right? I'm diffusing the oil and water together with my favorite fragrance. I want to give you some more fun facts about lavender because we were talking so much about school, right? Spraying it around your home, right, in your workspace or your car, allows you to have that relaxed environment. So my favorite way to use a spray would be to use it as a room spray, right? So here at Pink Zebra Home, we have these room sprays, and we have several. I have 3 different fragrances in lavender. So the first one I have is Lavender Lemonade, which is iced lemon, lavender, and vanilla cream. Another wonderful way to just freshen up that space. If you've ever used our room sprays, you know that they are super concentrated, so they're perfect for that quick, refresher of the room, and then you're done. Okay, so I also have here Relax Lavender Vanilla. So it looks like I have two Lavender Lemonade, and then Relax Lavender Vanilla. I would keep this in a bedroom, right? Or even maybe even a car. I think that that's okay too. I had Vanilla Rose. You guys know I have my heart and Vanilla Rose, like it's one and the same. I had that Vanilla Rose in my car for a while, and that really works well in there too. So all the spaces. It says, your benefit obviously with using the room spray would be that it's a quick way to reduce stress during your busy afternoons or after school chaos, right? So you do that quick spray and it's all good, and it does last forever. Hand cream, lavender, using a lavender lotion is relaxing, it's relaxing and so forth. So lots of good stuff. Yes, it is a really pretty one, Kara. I do love that one. And look at the way that it's just, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is really just steaming like crazy here. And it smells fantastic, right? So I need to stock up on some room sprays. Yeah, what's your favorite room spray, Kara? What's your favorite one? Okay, I'm gonna actually move this guy down, right? Because I want to talk about some other products that we have here at Pink Zebra Home that diffuse the oils. While Kara is answering my question, I want to do that. Let's see here. I've got to pull that out. Okay. All right. So Pink Zebra Home, again, different products for different folks. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to turn the lights back on so y'all can see. What I have here in front of me is the Sleek Black Wireless Diffuser. This is available for Scent Flirt members as a Scent Flirt exclusive. But why I think it's important is because it's such a fantastic product. There's certain spaces in my house like that I don't have, access. I wouldn't want to put a wax warmer, or maybe I wouldn't even want to put a reed diffuser. But this is incredible. Okay, so definitely a must buy. Kim, so what I was just demoing is the ultrasonic. It actually, that will last at minimum, I think 2 hours or maximum 2 hours before you have to refill it. So there is a timer that's on it as well. I think it gives you 1 hour. You can do continuous, 1 hour or 2 hours. Also continuous if you want to, but I think the max is 2 hours, and then you'd have to refill it. I think that's also another good thing is that it if you have a certain time frame, it shuts off, right? Because if it doesn't have any water in it, it's going to automatically shut off, right? I know. Your husband loves the Stonewashed Denim. I do too. It is a good one. Yes. All right. So this is all good and charged. I got to tell you, I think the tail end of the Vanilla Rose is in this. Yep, just a little bit. All right, so this guy is ready to go. What this is a wireless diffuser. So this is actually going to diffuse our diffuser oil in this tiny little tube right here, okay? And this is wireless, meaning it can go anywhere and there's no wire that's attached to it. So what you do with this, and you do need to be a Scent Flirt member to purchase this, which would be great. That'd be a great, sometimes I think I have to do my own gifts, let's just be real. So sometimes I know that that's crazy, but I'll tell my husband, hey, I just want to let you know that this to me from you type thing that's coming to the house. If you feel me on that level, let me know in the comments. This would be a perfect gift to me from me, or to me from my husband, whatever the case is. Hi, Yoli. Don't get me wrong. He's good at gifts sometimes, but sometimes they just need a little help, right? They definitely do. All right. So with this unscrews, okay? And this glass part right here, I'm going to put in my oil, okay? And then I'm going to actually put the vial in here, okay? And then it has a power button that is on the top of it, all right? So this is your power button right here. There's your power button. And then over here is the amount of time that you want it to run. So 30, 60, or 90 minutes, 30, 60, or 90. If I push the power button once, it's gonna take me, let's see here, there we go. Okay, now it's running, you can see it there. It's gonna actually run a certain amount of time for that first push, and then if I push it twice, and then a third time, I always do 3 times, and what it is that's the amount of time that it actually steams. So this is not gonna be, it is continuous, but it's not gonna be continuously like this. So it will steam, and then it'll shut off, and it'll go like, I think it's like a certain amount, like I think that a minute is the longest, maybe, is the top one, maybe a little bit longer. Right, so definitely good stuff. I'm looking forward to using the wireless one outside with bug repellent. See, okay, so we aren't talking about, let's see here, how do you operate this one? Teresa, okay, I can show you. We aren't talking about bug spray, but I think as moms, you know, Pink Zebra does have an amazing bug care line, right? So definitely something that we could talk on, right? Okay, so this, I'm gonna shut this off for now. Teresa wants to see again how it works. So this charges with a USB-C on the back. I could blend any of my diffuser oils. If I wanted to take this, obviously it's gonna travel with me. So it could go in your different spaces of your house. A lot of people take this in their car. My car, I think I shared with you guys yesterday, smelled like, because of my children, smelled like French fries. Okay, so this would be better than it smelling like French fries, would be to have my diffuser in there, right? Hashtag mom problems. Scent flirt is better than sliced bread. Yes, isn't it? It was so good. Speaking of which, we need no PZTV tonight. Nope, not till next Tuesday. We definitely need all of the things that came in Scent Flirt. I'm a little bit obsessed with all of it. It is so good. Such a great program, right? Right? And I think that, you know, like I said, as a mom, I look forward to getting it because it's new and exciting. So, all right. So Teresa, so USB-C on the back, right? This here, there's a hole there, right? For your finger, pops out, and you fill it up to the fill line, right? This screws on and off, and then you're gonna just stick the vial, it's really simple, back in, and you align the arrows on the top, okay? You align the arrows, and then you just push it on and off, okay? This has my absolute favorite fragrance ever in the entire world, Vanilla Rose, in it, and it's like the best fragrance ever. Love it, okay? So that is just gonna fragrance your space just like this. And again, this might be my favorite Scent Flirt ever. Andy, I know, it is so good. Isn't it wonderful? All right, so we're going to set that guy over here for now so that I can smell it and enjoy it while I'm talking to y'all. And I'm going to give you some more fun facts about lavender. So yesterday, I really did a lot of diving into the anxiety and stress reduction piece. Like I said, if you have ever received a massage, you know how wonderful it is. You know how lavender is used in multiple ways. And I think what I really want you all to gather from and to take away from the theme shows that we're doing, especially when it comes to lavender, is when you purchase the lavender fragrance in whatever form it is that you are purchasing it, whether it be sprinkles, you did some blending yesterday, you want to make us, you know, use your brand new Mother's Day simmer pot and, you know, and make a relaxing blend, or you really want to dive into diffuser oils, then you purchase a lavender fragrance, right? And it's gonna do all the things that I suggest, that I'm telling you, right? So if I put in a wall hug, if I put in relaxed lavender vanilla, because I feel like I'm, you know, struggling to sleep, and I put that in my bedroom, you know, it's already been proven that it gives you sleep benefits. So hopefully that's what you guys are taking from this, that when I buy that, oh my gosh, it's gonna fix this whatever, not necessarily problem, but it's going to help me relax. It's going to do all the things. Next PZTV is next Tuesday. Evening, prime time. We have these are called PZTV too, but the prime time show, I think, is what you're talking about, next Tuesday. All right, so we were talking about afternoon resets. Where's my drink? Okay, I need a drink. Hold on just a second. Not this water, by the way. Nothing else, I promise. All right, so lavender tea break. Has anyone had lavender tea? Lavender herbal tea for a soothing afternoon pause. Okay. Your benefit would be reduction in anxiety, refreshes mental clarity, and promotes emotional balance. We need more vanilla rose. I'm not going to argue with that. Lavender scented sachets. Place lavender sachets in closets, drawers, or car interiors. I do this, and I'm going to tell you, I feel so luxurious when I do this, right? I love doing that. Anything that smells like lavender, fantastic. Your benefit is that it offers a burst of freshness, helps uplift moods, and reduce feelings of fatigue. I will tell you that that years ago, a lot of you know, I was a consultant in the field before I came to corporate, okay? When we first came out with, when I first got my kit and I first got all the things, I gave my mother-in-law the fragrance. I think I have it right. I know I have it right here in front of me. Relax Lavender Vanilla, okay? And I gave this to her in a sachet bag, okay? Because that's all that I had at the time. And I wanted her just to basically experience the product and see what it was like. So she took that sachet bag. I didn't realize, how strong the fragrance was going to be. So I thought, I'll just give her this. This is what I have. This is part of my kit. She can try it or whatever. So I'm going to tell you guys, this is a true story. I gave her that Relax Lavender Vanilla in sprinkle formats and put it in a sachet bag, and she put it on her bathroom sink, okay? She put it on her bathroom sink and she went to bed. The next morning she woke up and she's like, her bathroom is right off of her bedroom, but my entire bathroom and my entire bedroom had the fresh fragrance of lavender because you gave me that lavender vanilla, and she didn't even melt it. Like, she hadn't even used it. She said instantly she was sold on our product because of that, because she's like, if I could just keep it in a sachet bag like that, and for the longest time, she was very content with it that way. And I said, well, if you use it like that and like it like that, then you need to try it in other formats, right? But what it did for her was she said it was so calming. Like, it was such a gorgeous fragrance. So, I think that even if you aren't somebody that melts, the candle wax, just having it, right? It's very fragrant and it could do instant mood boost. So definitely great for camping. Yes. Yeah, it is. And I think, a camper, like if you're somebody that goes camping on the weekends, a wall hug would be a perfect product for you, right? All kinds of good stuff. All right. And don't forget too that the diffuser oils, we did talk a little bit about room sprays and the benefits of those as well, but the diffuser oils come in 2 different sizes. I speak on them all the time. This is Pinktastic, fantastic fragrance, by the way. Definitely wonderful. Can mix with all of the other things. The last product I want to talk about that utilizes the diffuser oils is this amazing guy. So this is another wireless diffuser, okay? Another wireless diffuser. So this is the beige motion sensor. So I want you to think this is different than what I just showed you, because this is actually motion censored. I had a lot of fun when this first came out, because they put one of these in, when we were testing it, they put one in the front bathroom. And so we were all kind of walking by it and, and testing it out just to see how it works. This can be mounted to a wall, right? So, I want you to think space-wise, think of an area in your home that you would want to put something like this, though, that is high traffic, right? Because when it's walked by, that's what's going to trigger it. So it has that's what you fill the vessel that I showed you on the back. You could mount it to a wall here, but we're going to turn it on. All right, here we go there. All right, and this has been on the charger, so I know it's gonna, all right, so here, it's gonna pick me up from behind it. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm smelling vanilla rose. I think that this one was one that, let's see. There we go. It's steaming on my end. So what it does is, like I said, it's motion censored. Yeah, so this one smells like fall, right? Not like lavender, but because we've had this one, we have had it shut off for quite a while. I think I used it to demo in the fall last. So it has a really good fall smell to it. But it's going off just by motion sensor. So if you think I don't have a ton of room in front of me, but if I were to walk by it, even if I stand back here, you can see there, it was going off and it's not diffusing anymore. But then if I come back here, it's going to start to diffuse again, right? After I stand in front of it again. So yes, it's wonderful. Definitely one that if you don't have this one, I highly encourage you, but we're going to shut it off because if not, it will just continue. I'll be walking and it'll be going off. So the beige motion censored, in order to purchase both of these, let me just tell you that you need both of them for different reasons. Like I would probably purchase both and I would put, well, I do have both, but put this in your car maybe, or in your space that you want to, diffuse your oil. Andy says it's relaxing. Oh, you made me a blend of French lavender, lime leaf and olive, and linen breeze called Morning Air. I bet that was wonderful, isn't that? Yes. Right now, I'm getting vanilla rose. Oh, my mama heart loves that one. I love it. Love it so much. Definitely. Yeah. And this would be excellent. Hi, Dawn. Thank you. This would be excellent in a camper as well. That would be fantastic in a camper. Hands down, if I had a camper, that would be in it for sure. All right. So lots of things that you can do, lots of different products to purchase and so forth. What I wanted to do next is I wanted to, of course, I want to make a couple of the blends that we made yesterday because I can't not do it live. You guys know the drill. And not do sprinkle blends. So I had a lot of fragrances that I actually did draw up a board yesterday. So in case you missed it, we did post it, but I wanted to do some of those because if you guys place an order, you know that I will put some bags in your packages. So the bread and butter of the company, and in case you are brand new to Pink Zebra, I want you to kind of be in the know. Yesterday I did a whole focus on sprinkles. And so I'm going to make some blends and I'm going to drop some of these in packages. And I think what I love the most about sprinkles is, of course, everybody loves them, right? We all love them. Let's see here. Let me grab two. We'll do a few of these blends. And this can go in any one of your spaces, right? So the first fragrances that I'm going to grab Blueberry Lavender. Okay, so I talked about this one yesterday. Blueberry Lavender, I didn't mirror on the TikTok, so hold tight, is fantastic for multiple reasons. Oh, no, we're not going to flip it. We're going to mirror it. There we go. Hold tight. There we go. Now you can see it. Okay, so Blueberry Lavender, and then we're going to use some Blueberry Waffles. Blueberry Lavender has notes of refreshing blueberry, sparkling lavender, and warm sage. I am calling this Floral Sparkle. I feel like this is one of those that I would put in my kitchen, right? But again, all the benefits of the lavender. What I think I love the most about this blend is that it pulls the blueberry from both of them while complementing it with the floral. Definitely. We need Pina Colada. Oh, man. That's a good throwback fragrance. I love that one too. There's some stuff coming down the pipeline that I think you'll like. I can't give away all those secrets, but definitely. These are our wax sprinkles. Definitely a must-have. If you've never experienced them before, fantastic product. What I'm doing is I'm doing a blend, so you can blend our sprinkles the same way that you blend the oils. This is called Floral Sparkle. Love this blend. Woo! That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So very, very good. I gave this recipe yesterday. I love blueberry lavender too. And you know what I like to mix with it? Let's do it here in just a second. We'll do a little bit, a lemon blend with it. I like to do that with it because like I said earlier at the very beginning, I love to blend lemon in my lavender because I feel like it's the perfect clean house vibe. And let's be real, moms and dads, not just moms, but everybody needs clean house vibes. All the time, right? So somebody's going to get this Floral Sparkle in their package. I got my basket back here. Let's pull out some of this lemon chiffon. Love this fragrance so much. And we're going to put away the blueberry waffles. We have multiple fragrances of this online too. So if you are new to us, definitely take a look, shop away. There's all kinds of great fragrances there. Kara is talking about how much she loves that blueberry lavender because I do too. I think it's a fantastic fragrance. We're going to blend a little bit of it with some lemon chiffon. So this is going to pull the lemon from this, but the verbena that is in this actually has a little bit of a floral fragrance. So that's why I wanted to blend the two of these together. I don't have a name for this one, so I'm just going to call it what it is. This is blueberry lavender and lemon chiffon. So if you get this, you could name it. So blueberry lavender. Did anyone order any of the oils? Just out of curiosity, has anyone ordered anything today? I didn't know if you did. I swear by the oils. Definitely, if you don't have a wall hug in your life, go get one. Do yourself a favor. I use those so much. I love that product so much. Fantastic product. Like, just love it. And I love the oil. I love that we get all kinds of different fragrances in the oil that I could do some blending with it, all of the things, right? So if you get anything from me today, is that you probably need to join Simpler, and you got to get a wall hug. You must blend Apple Blossom, Peony Garden together, and I call it Brighter Days. That sounds good. That sounds like a good blend. Yes. What do you guys like to blend with your lavender, just out of curiosity? Or when you think of places that you add lavender to, where do you put it? Lemon chiffon? It is. Okay, this is Chef's Kiss. So did I have this on the board? I do that from time to time. That's when you know it's a good recipe. I didn't. Okay, so this is fantastic. Wow. Lemon chiffon and blueberry lavender. All right. This could go either way. I could see this in a bedroom. I could definitely see this in a bedroom fragrance. I think that I love blueberry lavender and lemon chiffon. Call it Field of Dreams. That's cute. We could definitely do that. I think it's the chiffon in it, to be honest, Kara. You should make this. All right, so this is so wonderful. I can't quit smelling it. Look at that. Isn't that good? Yes, I need to go get a diffuser, especially that wireless black one. Yes, do it. It's wonderful. And again, if you don't have a wall hug, this has got my vanilla rose in it. It's the tail end of it. It smells so good. But see how I'm just carrying that through? I mean, think about all the places that you could you could use this, right? Anywhere, because it could walk with you. You know, walk it down the hallway, stick it in the laundry room, stick it in the car, take it from the car, put it in the kitchen, you know, wherever you want. I have set this guy next to my 12-year-old English bulldog, male English bulldog, who needs to make an appearance on PZTV, but maybe I don't know if we'll do that, but that would be fun. But I've set it right next to him, okay? And it does not harm him, okay? So just some food for thought, but it does. It travels everywhere. Wherever you want fragrance, that guy will go. The motion sensor one, of course, is gonna have to be censored to go off. This is a fantastic blend. You could do, just so you know, I do believe, well, we don't have the blueberry lavender in the oil, but French lavender would be fantastic, again, with this lemon chiffon, I think, as well. I'm definitely blending this one. Yeah, let me know what you think. French lavender would be really good with this lemon chiffon too, just as a suggestion. I think anything blended, lemon and lavender, any kind, any format, definitely. So, all right, let's see here. Blueberry cobbler and lavender gin fizz. Yeah, okay. See, I love it. All right, so that's a definite home run right there. Blueberry lavender and lemon chiffon. Do that one. Do yourself a favor. All the things. Do that. Okay, let's grab up some. Yesterday I did, let's see, what else? Let's do 3. I wanted to do this one live, actually. I'm going to grab Citrus Jasmine. Okay, one of my absolute favorites. Again, another citrus blend. Lavender lemonade, because I didn't grab it yesterday, and then amaretto cream. So this is actually called citrus cream, but another way to blend and utilize lavender, but in the sprinkle form, right? So amaretto cream is a must-have. If you get anything, if you don't have amaretto cream in your life, you need it. It's a fantastic product. You have a great day too, Paul. Creamy vanilla, golden amaretto, and cherry almond. We're going to mix in a little citrus jasmine, which is mandarin, bergamot, and jasmine, and this lavender lemonade, which smells exactly like it sounds. I am calling this citrus cream. Okay, definitely a pretty recipe. What I love about this one is that I think when I smell it, I would put this in a kitchen. And you know, yesterday I gave you, now I have another blend for my blending book. I gave you guys ideas on where you would put different lavender fragrances in different spaces. You know, because if you think about it, yesterday I said I wouldn't necessarily put an aggressive lavender in my office, but I would put a lighter lavender in there, like relaxed vanilla, lavender vanilla. You know, so I think it just depends on the person, but it's what you're wanting to achieve. Like same thing goes for bedroom. One time, for example, when we came out with it, I think it was pina colada. I put that in my bedroom, and my husband said, it's too tropical drink in here smelling. He said, I need it to be a little bit more serene. So true story, right? So then I started using lighter fragrances, and it was so funny because he'd never made comments like that before, but I thought, wow, it does really make a difference. He liked the scent, but he was like, I don't want our bedroom to smell like a pina colada. And I mean, fair enough. So it smells more like lavender and softer fragrances, right? So definitely, yeah, I put it in my bathroom. Yes. All the things. How we doing over on pinkzebrahome.com? You guys doing good? Definitely good? All right. All right. So another good one. Lots of love for this one. So this is, this is really bright. I would put this in a kitchen. This is a fantastic lavender. Lavender lemonade, one of my favorites. Very summery, very good. All of the things. Lavender lemonade has iced lemon lavender with vanilla cream at the very tail end. Just very fun fragrance. So just some different ideas. If you didn't get to see yesterday's show, definitely go rewatch because I gave lots of ideas for sprinkles. Yesterday, we're going to dive in a little bit more, and I have something super exciting up my sleeve, cough, cough giveaway tomorrow. So there's going to be some things that we're going to do, right? So definitely don't want to miss out tomorrow. You never know, okay? You definitely don't want to miss out tomorrow. So we're going to do that, and we're going to continue on our lavender theme for the entire week, and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, that was it today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. As always, it was so much fun. We are definitely gonna continue on. So have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.